Hello, hello, hello. So, let's ignore that one for a bit. That was just a test. I will be using a lot of sub imports right now. First, I wanna get in the hammer, and I have that right here. It's like, wait, I will just do it. It's like this slash stage slash geo slash subnet slash create, and in here out hammer. Copy sub layer into new active layer, and here we have our hammer. And now import path prefix. I want to have this in slash scene slash hammer. That's fine. Yeah, that's fine for me. Slash scene slash hammer. Yeah, and we can see it right here in the scene. We have the hammer. So that's our first one, and this will get a material library. And I will copy that material library a bunch of times. So I want to prepare it already. So comma material builder. I call it mat underscore something. We will fill this out after we copied it. And just so we have easier access, if we want to plug in anything, I want to just open up all of those. Is there a way to open up all of those in once go? I don't think so. I don't know. Maybe there's, but I don't know. Yeah, I'm so done with being finally done with the simulation part and so on, because that just takes so much time, and I'm finally done. And funny enough, the simulation just took 45 minutes, the rest took hours. So put this to the side, and now we have prepared this one. So now comes the time of, yeah, just don't look at this right now. Now comes the time of copying everything. So the hammer will be one thing. Afterwards will come our skin, and that will be in slash scene slash Cantaloupe. Is this how you write Cantaloupe? I think so. So this will be out skin outside, right? Out skin outside. Yeah, that's our out skin outside. And copy that again. That will be with skin out, skin in. That was a bit stupid. I just wanted to make sure that we need, or that we can use the post fracture node. So it was stupid. I wouldn't do it normally like this, but skin inside. That's our skin in, and this shall be, yeah, Cantaloupe skin in. Next will be our flesh, and this will be out flesh. That's this one. And we want to have the seeds. I think that's it. That's it, right? Oh no, the particles. Out seeds. There are our seeds. Oh, and it's of course seeds. And now the particles. And particles. And this is out particles. Nice, we have everything. Now, I want to merge those because it's the pomegranate, just for easier view, you know. Merge those, bring that one down, and oops, merge those. Just so we have, you know, that's the hammer, that's everything else. And I want to use a subcreate for the ground. That will be our ground, and this will go into slash scene. Yeah, kind of like this. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine for me right now. So I will drop down a grid, and this will also get a material library, and we will merge those together as well. And now I will just like save and cook everything. Damn, that was fast. I mean, it's just the first frame. There, the geometry is very easy. Oh, oh man! Now that I look at it, I forgot something. How could I forget that one? I was thinking there's one not enough. The twig. I was just like, something is missing. Isn't there something that I placed on top to hide, you know, the stretched UVs on top? Yeah, it is. The twig. I forgot about it. So, put this in. And I hate this, so this one goes here. No, wait. This one goes on top. Like this. Everything is here. I'm so happy right now. Let's just see if we can just cook a lighter frame. Just like right after impact. How long does it take to read all of that? I mean, that was fairly fast, wasn't it? That was fairly fast. I think it was. Yeah, I see maybe the breaking is too much for me. We will get to it. I told you I will put on screen if I'm actually using that one option or not. Nice. We have our particles going. Let's go to later frame just again to see how fast it's loading. Like, you have to keep in mind, I have this all stored on a fairly old hard drive. You know, because I think this whole project is like 400 gigabytes. That's why. Oh, damn, look at all those particles, and it's so nice. It is so nice. Nice. So, let's do the lighting first. Like, just the basic lighting. So, another merge. And if you've seen the first tutorial, there are a lot of merges. I just like that tree branchy look, you know? I like this blub, 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 blub. I'm a fan of that. This is the merge where we merge in our lights, which might be a dome light and an area light. In the dome light, we will be using, it will be in the description, you know, Studio Small 04. Like, you all know it, you all have that saved. There are like a few of those where it's like, yeah, I know this HDI by heart. So I think Studio 04 is one of them. Yeah, next area light. And I will just turn it around. Oops, not that much, of course. Turn it around. I just want to have a strong top light. This might be a bit slow right now because we are loading in a lot, and you know, it's converting it to USD or something like this. Don't ask me. It's doing something that takes a bit longer. We can unload the insides. This sounded so wrong right now, but we can unload the insides. Then those changes would be faster. Yeah, like this is our first, and then next the camera. Boom, boom, and I want to, as I said, just scene, Cantaloupe. I don't need to see flesh. Skin, skin in. No skin in. And this. I don't need to see those right now. And now the karma setup. And we are basically done. Like, you know, for the beginning. So go into the camera and change the Z translation. And of course the Y one. I want to be closer to the ground. And I also want to increase my focal length a bit. So just say 75 maybe. Yeah, I think that might be a nice focal length. And just render that out. Just, you know, so that we can see something. Maybe, you know, change the lights a little bit. Just so that we've pressed the render button once. I mean, I'm on it now for, what, like a few days? I want to press the render button once. Yeah, just to get the feeling of, yeah, I'm getting to an end. Yeah, this looks fairly nice. I will rotate my dome light around because I want to have a lighting here, and the dome light has two lights. Just put in a higher value. Oh yeah, we are getting there, like 90. Oh yeah, this is nice. This is nice. And the area light, I will bring the area light a bit more to here, so we can light it, or like maybe turn that around. bring that down so we get more of a front lighting, and bring that back, kind of like that. Look through the camera, make that more like brighter, higher the exposure. No, that is too high. Yeah, that's too high. Like that. So that's our basic setup done. Just to get this out of the way, I want to do the ground material. Oh, we haven't set up a material here, so Karma Material Builder. Thank you. Call it matte ground. And I want to do that just really specular. I'm gonna try and match the look of the pumpkin shot, you know? Just roughness to 0.01 and assign that. I mean, it's stupid that I'm still in the render view, but oopsie. Yeah, go in here, change the color to black, and now we have this going on. And I want to see my actual dome light. So in the Karma tab, render light geometry, turn this on. I mean, I don't see anything right now, but we will get to it. Yeah, this is our beginning. And I'm so happy that we are here right now. I'm so happy. Next, I want to bring in my Copernicus stuff. So go inside and grab our color. Go up and go out of Karma view. We don't need this. So that's skin out. So that's our matte skin out. And go inside. So drop down an image node, and there's something. I mean, we will work on this texture. We will work on it in a second. Yeah. So we can do something in here. Oh wait, we have to of course do OP first. We did this before, and now we can. I forgot what I wanted to say. Just forget that I want to say something. I want to say something, and I don't remember what. Yeah, and we will grab the height real quick because I want to show you a little something. I have to, you know, scratch the word something out of my vocabulary right now. So, and plug this into the displacement. Now we can do something super cool because we did this texture in Copernicus. There's one little trick about Copernicus. Yeah, I can show it to you. Oops, no, not seen. Oh, please, what is it doing now? Oh, no. Oh, that's not what I wanted. So, scene, Cantaloupe, skin out. That's what I wanted. Like this. Yeah, this is actually what I wanted, even though this is looking like crap right now. So, scale it down. Oh, scale it down even more. Why do we need to scale it down so much? I thought we didn't need to. Anyways, forget about it. There's a cool thing about Copernicus, and this is, if we go inside and if we look at, let's just say, our color. Do you see something? This is completely tileable. There you can see the tiles view, and you can see there are no seams. So if we want to work a bit nicer with the apprenticeship license, where we just have 1K output, do you know what we can do? Like, first we can look at this, just admire it for a second. Again, we will work on that. Don't worry about it. And just the height and so on right now. But just to see that we've done something. Ooh, this is already looking kind of nice, I think. Like, I would claim that's already looking kind of nice. What's... Ah, yeah, we do have an issue right now. But we will fix that, don't worry. Yeah, and we can do something really funny. We can go into the skin out, and we can use a place 2D, and into the place 2D we'll put a texture coordinates. This will be really fun because those nodes, or like those textures, are tileable. They can tile perfectly we can plug this in the text chords and plug this in the text chords. Don't worry, we won't see anything right now. And if we lower the scale in like increments of half, then it still perfectly tiles. Because, well, as I said, it tiles. So it also tiles right now. We will not have any seams. So go back in here, lower the displacement a bit more, and look at it. Now you can see lots and lots of tiny things, but if you want to have our look back, we can just simply go in here, and since it's all set up procedurally in the whirly noise, we can just look at it, look at this, and we can just make it bigger. Make it bigger, so that we get basically free resolution. We are getting free resolution. By the way, don't worry, this only looks like this because not every node is updating right now. We just have to press on restart render. Yeah, if you change something in here while in render view, it might not automatically update. Yeah. This is looking fairly nice. By the way, you won't have this issue right now because I will put it on screen for you to not use the one setting that I did with the deformed pieces. I mean, I told you, I think it's a bad idea, but I did it anyways. So next, real quick, do the twig. Mat twig, and assign that. Kinda like that. And I wanna match the colors a little bit. If we render, I wanna match the color to what we have going on over here. So I will just go to the lime green version first, and then go a little bit here, go a little bit over here. Just make it, I mean, it's close to an off-whitish eggshell color with more shell. Yeah, but I mean, that's the twig. Maybe I want to make it darker. Yeah, but first, what I want to do, it's a twig. There's high roughness going on because it's kind of wood, Yeah, and this is glowing way too much. But what we can do is we can do a bit of subsurface. Yeah, a bit of subsurface often helps. And lower the scale. Yeah. And just, I think I want to make it darker. Like a more brownish look. Go here. And then make it darker. And lower, or change the subsurface color. Change the subsurface color to a darkish brown. Yeah, I mean, we will fine tune that. We will definitely fine tune that. So, let's look at it, how it looks like when it's destroyed. And we already established this doesn't even take that long. I mean, 8 seconds, that's okay. I would claim that that's okay. I'm so confused. The other monitor is my main monitor, and OBS is running on there, so I constantly think, there's a Houdini warning coming up on the right side. It confuses me a bit. Yeah. Oh, nice. Next, I want to do the particles. This will be a very quick material. Matte particles. I'm always confused why it needs to recalculate something. This material is not hooked up to anything. I don't understand it. Oh, well, anyways. So transmission of 1. See, why does this, is it cooking anything? Yeah, I guess it has to change that to a USD something. I don't know. So, yeah, just did the IOR to 1.33. Assign to geometry. And do scene. Cantaloupe. Particles. and I want to give them, you know, by the way, that's too much for me, but I want to give them a transmission color, make it like yellowy. Isn't the inside of a cantaloupe like slightly like, it's the word I'm looking for is not pink. It's not pink what I'm looking for. Isn't it like, what is the color I'm thinking about right now? Like orangey. Isn't it like an orange greeny kind of situation? So maybe you can go a little bit in here. That was a mistake. Oh, make it a bit more green. Yeah, and now make it bright. I will leave it at this moment, but I will go back into my my geometry, and I will delete lots more. And that's way too much. 95. By the way, if they are too tiny or too big for you, attribute wrangle, f at p scale times equals and then 0.5. This would halve their size. Nice. So next, let's load in the flesh. Ooh, look at that. And give me a second right now. I'm so confused about what I just did. Wait. I'm so confused right now. Am I not missing one? Skin. Why is the twig here? It should be here. Like this. Like skin in the twig, then the sorry, the skin in situation is confusing me so much right now. Why did I do that? So wait, what did I now do? No, select. Hello, I want to have my good friend. I want to. Thank you. Skin in. I don't want to look at the flesh. I want to look at the skin in. Oh, I hate myself for doing that. Anyways, so that's is matte skin in, and assign that. Scene cantaloupe skin in. Yeah, kind of like this. And there we will be using our gradient with a USD Primvar reader, and it's called a gradient. And we can plug this in just to see if it's working. I mean, we know it is working. Well, why am I plugging it in? It's not that big of a difference. And this will go to a ramp. To that ramp. So we want to control the color with it. And I want to I cannot disable it from here, right? I can. I want to disable the particles. And I want to disable skin out. I just want to look at that one. No, that's the twig. Wanted to skin out. I want to do, and I will now actually get some references. Okay, I'm looking at my references. So, we are going into like an orange direction with that. Yeah, and in here, a darker green. Why does it take so long now? A darker green. And why is nothing happening? Skin in. Why is nothing? Oh, is it like one of those things that you can only see in rendered view? Is it one of those? Oh yeah, it's one of those. So skin in. I want to have like that green on the very beginning, because they always have like this green rim around them. You know what I'm talking about, right? That greenish small rim. I want to clamp that until the outside is completely like that green. and then there's a harsh jump towards the orange. Oh, and I really like this color. You know, first pick, it's a great color for that. I think, at least. Why am I patting my own shoulder? What's going on right now? Yeah. Yeah. Let's just drag this to the left a little bit more. And that one, by the way, I am playing around right now. This right now is no tutorial. I actually now don't know what I'm doing at all. So the main stuff was the first 2 episodes. This is just the rendering. So if you wanna, do it yourself, that's more than completely fine to me. Yeah. So this goes in the color and radius, because right now I'm also not knowing what I'm doing, so I'm not much help, for a tutorial. So yeah, but I like the color. This is the color that I meant earlier when I was talking about the particles. Yeah, subsurface. Set this to 0.5. We have that color, that radius, and 0.5 is way too high. Subsurface is one of those things that never works like I want it to work. And never. It's like, oh my god, it looks so nice, but it somehow just doesn't work for me. Yeah. So it is rather rough, but with a coat. Rather rough, but with a coat. So give it a coat. And I would say, it is shiny because of water, so index of refraction to 0.33, and I don't want the coat to be that shiny. Okay, nice. So let's for now look at, here it is again. I've lost the control. Skin out. Oops. Skin out the twig and the particles, and move our camera to the right, like that. Ooh, nice. Oh man, I'm so looking forward to seeing it being done. I'm so looking forward. Oh, and we haven't enabled motion blur yet. We have to play around a lot with, and that's why, I mean, sure, the inside isn't perfect yet, but I just love what I'm seeing. Sorry. It's just nice to see that someone is, coming together. Something is coming together finally. Yeah, but real quick, before we enable motion blur, we have to, take care of those two, because in the pumpkin one, the pumpkin one that I'm referencing here and there, they changed the velocity. That's what I was talking about in the last episode. It's not like, if you change the velocity now, it's a slow moving thing, but I don't want to have a slow moving thing. I want to have a fast moving thing displayed slowly. If we enable motion blur right now, camera effects and velocity blur, you will see something kind of undesirable. I assume it will look undesirable. I very much would assume that, because our motion blur is actually the size, basically our velocity is the size of the actual movement, not the slowed down movement. Yeah, so now we are actually looking through a normal camera, not a slow motion camera. Yeah, we have to change that in order to not get so much. We have to make it basically a slow motion camera, and I will just copy that parameter and paste relative references and say minus. Does it work without brackets? Yes, it does. Yeah, this is how long the shutter opens and closes. So the longer, the more light gets in. Wait, no, it's not a physical camera. I think this is right now just for the motion blur. The longer, the more motion blur, the less motion blur. You get it. And this just means the image gets taken faster. If you would have a physical camera, for example, the V-Ray physical camera, then this would affect how bright the image is as well. Because V-Ray's physical camera kind of works, like a physical camera. Yeah. So, I want to do one or two more things. Then I really have to get going and make dinner. Holy shit, I forgot about that. I want to change the particle color to the inside of my skin, like over here. Oh, by the way, so I think I will show it on screen at this moment. That's the hex code FF7F00 for that one, and that's 007F00. So I want to actually have that one and go up. By the way, that was like with the color, this was a lucky guess. So I thought it would take me far longer to get the color correct. So paste that in. Now look at it again. And change the depth. This means how deep do we have to get inside of this until that color is reached. Yeah. If we say 1, for example, you see what's happening in a second? Ooh, it takes a long time until this color is reached. Is this in meter or centimeter? Transmission color according to Beer's law. Can someone please write a Houdini add-on that just makes it, words but for dummies? I never understand what this means. We also had this with the MPM source where it's like, it's the J determines gradients F's. I'm sorry, what? Yeah, I bet there are many people who know what Beer's law is. I don't know. Just know coleslaw. That's a nice slaw. Yeah. Looking pretty nice. I was so confused about what this is for a second. It's the hammer. Yeah. Damn, I like it. I think we are doing a pretty good job over here. So, this is what I'm changing right now, but I will be back in a bit and do the rest. Yeah. And I am back for a few minutes. I want to make the skin in a little bit more, just a little bit more subsurfacey. So I will clamp this, put this up again, and then play around with the scale a bit. Yeah, it's just too plastic looking right now. Yeah, too plastic. We will have to do something about that. Maybe even think about some level of translucency. Yeah, and wait, the green. I think the green is what's bothering me. Let's just make it brighter. Make it look less. Oh yeah, make it brighter. So we have like a bridge over here, a light bridge, and then a dark green over here. Yeah. I think that's the move. I think that's the move. So like here the dark green, and then feathered out a little bit. Because on my reference, that's how a cantaloupe looks. yeah, maybe something like this. Maybe something like this. And all of a sudden, I like the subsurface more. Oh, and there's another level of flesh also going on. So I will just copy that one, and I will take care of the flesh. That's the wrong order, by the way. Our trick was on the left while doing the while doing everything. The trick was on the left. So let's do it like this. So let's do the flesh. Call that matte flesh. Go up and assign to geometry. And keep in mind to always name those. The thing is, I don't understand why this is just happening. That sometimes when you do like just a generic karma material name, that somehow one material gets applied to another thing, although it's upstream. I don't get that, to be completely honest. So just give everything a unique name. Yeah, and in here I want to now enable the flesh as well. Yeah, I will for now disable the particles. Did I just disable them? the button is so tiny, my good friends. Like this. Yeah, and render. And don't forget to save, of course. Yeah. Don't be stupid. Happened to me a few times. But the good thing is you always have, like, you know, in your temporary folder, you have basically everything saved. So, I pasted those notes, and this will of course not be the configuration I'm gonna use, but just to understand, this is inside, that's the very inside, that's the very outside. So we can wait, no, we can, because those are not in that range. Yeah, we can just use the exact same ramp. Yeah, you see what I mean in a second, because the gradient is the same on both, you know. So we can actually just like do something like this, and now it will even match up perfectly, which again shows me that my approach was a bit stupid to do it like this. But anyways, let's make it more bright, and I will pull up my reference photo on one side again. Yeah, I will need to pull this in more. I need to pull this in, and I can hardly, I put a picture for you on screen right now. I can just hardly describe the color that I'm seeing on screen. It's like, yeah, it's orange, but a kind of weird orange. Is it orange mixed with pink? Is it going to this direction? Like seriously, this color, the color of the inside confuses me really much. Yeah, I just like getting confused like that. Yeah. I mean, this is getting close. This is getting close. Is if we feather that out again, and then as well give it like the subsurface treatment, because this is missing right now, and I want to have a backlight. I need to have a strong backlight. Now, a subsurface color and radius. Yep. And subsurface, what did I do earlier? 0.25, I think. And all of a sudden I liked it. I think it was 0.25. How late is it? Oh, I have to take care of dinner. How often did I say that in this complete tutorial? I think like 5 times. Ooh, I will come back soon. I will take care of dinner right now. Yeah, but actually I have to take care of dinner. But real quick, just an area light. Boop boop boop. Oh, I need I need to be quick now. Now that I'm looking at the clock. Pull this up a bit. I want to have a strong backlight. A strong backlight that's not visible to the ground. So just make it. Okay, that's too much. But I will just keep it at this right now, real quick, and use a light linker down here. Use light linker after we have all of our geometry, and that's our rim light. Pull this in, and this is not, wait, we cannot do that. This is only for, also we cannot do that. That's the hammer, so that's not for the ground. That's not to be seen by the ground, that light, but by everything else, not the ground. Just, it will be so huge right now. Okay, like up the exposure, and now I will make dinner again. Goodbye. Oh, my good friends, while eating dinner I had a self-made pizza. It was delicious. I realized that I already fixed this mistake. I already fixed it, because remember the name attribute we set up? Yeah, this goes like this is, by the way, not what I wanted. This is a group. Anyways, it goes on the outside, not the inside, of course. It goes onto the outside. Yeah, and if we let this initialize, you see the problem is gone. Yeah, the issue was, of course, that now the insides were also having the displacement, which is, of course, not what we wanted. That fixed it. I was eating peach and I was like, oh my god, I already did the fix for that and completely forgot about it. It goes onto the outside, which means I want to have one more material for the inside, and I'm just gonna go into skin in those names and copy that one. And because it's also in here, I will paste that. Oh, wait, now it's getting skin out in. So that's now skin out in. Because it's from our skin, from the outside skin, the inside. Ah, that's totally smart. Yeah, that's so smart. It's not so smart. Oh man, I really need to, make plans of how I want to do things the next time. So I will just copy that hex code. We delete that. We don't have a gradient on here. If we did, we could also use that, but we don't. So delete that. Thank you. And use a constant. M_x constant. Or like, don't use a constant, just go in here. Yeah. And subsurface. Also turn this up. Oh, it's already turned up. Oh, yeah, right. And paste that in here. And also in here. Thank you very much. But now, of course, oh yeah, we are saying, yeah, everything shall be that. But let's clear that real quick. Oh, my dog is waiting for me already. Yeah. This goes onto scene, Cantaloupe, skin out. And that's our normal skin out. So it goes on the outside. Yeah. And that is the same thing. But it goes on the inside. Kind of like that. So now if we just go ahead on a further frame. How late is it? Ooh, I have to get dressed. My dog is waiting. But if we now look at it, it should have that green color on the inside. I mean, it would be logical to also put this on, yeah, there you see, on like this one, this thickened back one. But we can do that at a later stage if I don't forget, because I really need to get going. My dog is getting angry at me. He weighs roughly the same amount of weight that I weigh, so I don't want to make him angry, you understand? Skin out in. Yeah, skin out in. Make that one just brighter. I want to make this a little bit more bright. Yeah, kind of like this. This is fine with me. This is fine. Man, I want to continue right now. Why are we having motion blur without looking through the camera? I thought you have to look through the camera to get motion blur. Anyways, we will be back in an hour when I'm home again with Pepys, the Bernese mountain dog named Pepys. Yeah, we will be back soon. So we wanna create the materials for the hammer, I think. Don't worry, I just disabled those just so that it's, running quicker, because this can get quite heavy. Yeah, and as I said, my PC is by far not the newest. So that's our hammer right now. And I decided on something. I wanted to show you a little trick, like that most of you will already know, but some of you might not, because it took me a year to find this out. Yeah, I want to show you the trick in the last tutorial, but did not. So I can show it to you now. And really, this took me a year to find out. We don't need a material library. We need a material linker. Now, this one has, would have the upstream materials in here. So if you would have a material library in here, the materials would be in here. And our, geometry is here. So if we click on catalog though, we have pre-made materials. So, and I want, right now, I will just take for the handle, that's our handle, no, that's the shaft, I call it the shaft. I will want to create the leather surface right now. You know what, I will go back and will quickly, nah, I don't need this, the motion blur and so on. I don't need more geometry. So, now you might think, yeah, there's some nice, car paint, maybe that's something, but do you know, there's more. Click that cogwheel, open AMD Material X library, and don't think about those, and hit accept. Wait a second, and all of a sudden you have a giant list of PBR materials. Like, why is it hidden? It took me a year to find that out. So, you can see it's a giant list, and there are some really nice ones in here. Like, look at that one. Just like, we of course will not use it, but it's good looking. There are good looking materials in there. When I found that, I was so confused why they would hit it under material linker. I don't know. I don't know why they would do that. Yeah, but that's it. Delete that one. And I want to find a nice metal, And if you're now, thinking like, oh, how can I search something? Make it bigger. This also took me another month. There's the search bar. Yeah, metal. And you want to know what also took me a little bit more? This right now, it's kind of taking in space. But as you can see, if we, overshoot it, then it will snap. Yeah, it took me a while to find it out. So, sci-fi brick. Just give it something. Give it something interesting. Oh, what's going on? I don't want to use that. But you can see we are getting some interesting results. Yeah, again, I don't want to use it, but still. So many cool things. I think I want to use that one. Oh, let's try that one out. Did I really put it on the head? Yeah. I think I'm gonna use that one. It's interesting. That's all I care about. Make something look interesting. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, and we are already done with it. So play around with those, look through them. There are so many great ones. Like seriously, I oftentimes use that because why not? Completely free PBR materials, click and drag and drop. I don't know what it's called. What is that? Semi-transparent silicone. If you want to, I don't know, model and render breast implants, here you go. There's something in there. All the skin, yeah, with the melanin thing, with the correct one. It's great. So let's just use it, because I will also use it. And now I want to fine-tune our texture for our melon, for our cantaloupe. So yeah, here we are. I will just load that preview material real quick so that it loads. I hope that the car right now is not too loud. It's so hot in here, so I had to open up the window. So here we are. Look at the color. Now, as I found out, those are often more of the rims, more of the wood. And I would like to do that. And as we established earlier, that is a tileable texture. So you can just, make it smaller. It tiles every time. And yeah, I want to make this bigger. So where do we do it? Whirly noise, sub, remap. If we remap that differently, we can make it bigger. But I don't want to make it, too harsh. I want to give it some play. I want to give it a lot of play. The ones that I've seen are a lot of net, not so much of the other stuff. Do we even need the blur right now? No, I don't think we need that anymore. So, I want to first look at the height. We don't want to look at this. Look at that. I want to do something with the height. So clamp that to maximum, because you can see we have a gradient going on. If we make it go up quicker, so black, gray, white, a little bit darker, a little bit brighter, a little bit darker, a little bit brighter, we are getting some veiny look texture. Yeah, this is at least what I imagine. So plug this into remap, into another one, and do what I said, like clamp that. No, not too much. Then make it go lower again, and maybe a bit higher, maybe a bit lower, and maybe a bit higher. You know, let's give it like something along those lines, so that we have some more texture in it. You know, if you look at this, I mean, this is like completely effed right now. Now let's get rid of the normal. Here we have this. I want to, of course, not change that a bit. Change that. It's like in the middle like that, and none of that over here. Let's just change it, and maybe maybe add another, maybe, you know, just play with it. Oops. Give it some spiel, you know. I think he used the word spiel in English as well. Spiel. Yeah, and in here the fractal noise, I want to lower the amplitude size. Just make the dots like make tiny freckles, lots of tiny freckles. In the remap, just remap that a bit. Oh, let's look at that. Like this. More freckles. You want to have more freckles. I quite like those freckles. I don't know. Do you call that freckles just for humans or also for cantaloupes? I don't know. I'm not a big expert on cantaloupes. I mean, I should be doing that, but I have to admit, cantaloupes are not my strength. No. I'm more of a pear person. I really love pears. Like, they are completely underrated. Like a nice dry pear. Do you know that scene from the first Avatar movie? You know, the blue aliens, where Jake Sully is biting into that fruit and does like this moist. I hate the word moist, but sound. Yeah, that's a ripe pear, my friend. That's a ripe pear. So the roughness, because this is wood. Everything that's not black is wood. Yeah. So the roughness, we want to clamp that. Kind of like that. That's our roughness. This means 0 roughness, so shiny. This means 1 roughness, so woody. And I think, look at the color. Maybe kind of like that. So let's go up one level. And let's just say for now we add this one to that. That's not the one that I was talking about. Add this one. Oops, add hello. Add this one to that. And let's go to the beginning. Look at that. What is going on? I'm confused. I'm afraid that I did something with the material linker. Sometimes no, it did not happen. Yeah, that's a bit too much for me. I want to reduce that. But that's more of what a cantaloupe looks like, right? Or am I tripping? That's what a cantaloupe looks like, right? Kinda. Yeah. The rims are too big. Too big rims. But I like it. The rims are just too big. So remap. Look at it. And no, I don't want to clamp that one. I want to clamp that one. And I want to make the changes really minor changes. As you can see, we will multiply it with a value you cannot even see that at the end. Yeah, look at it again. Yeah, we are getting somewhere, I would say, right? I would say we are getting somewhere. Oh, by the way, did it not update? Sometimes Yeah, no, it did not update. Sometimes you just have to restart render, so that every single texture that we are doing in Copernicus updates. Interesting. Interesting. Yeah, I like that. Maybe I will play around with the color more, so it's more yellowish, brownish, and then just in the middle it's whitish. Or I will even do what we did with the height in there. But I wanna, for now, really quickly go to the future and take care of the... I hate that I did the skin out in. Do we need to take care of that? Yeah, it's a little bit too greenish. Too greenish. Yeah, it's way too greenish. Holy, it's way too greenish. What was I thinking? Yeah, make it more into this direction. And again, you can just copy that one. Just make it more similar to that color. Yeah. I think, by the way, that this has no color right now, it's fine. We will not see that. It's fine. No, wait. No, no. I want to go more into this direction. And make it more bright. Do we have subsurface on that shit? Yes, why? Yeah. No, I was confused why it looks so shitty. There was subsurface on it. Yeah. You know, sometimes I question my own free will. Yeah. Let's go into the future. Look at it. Yeah. I want to give it some more coating. I want to have a nice shiny coat here. So the roughness, right? Roughness 1 means yes. So 1 means yes. We want to remap that because I want the roughness. By the way, we can preview the roughness with a surface unlit, surface unlit. Take that, put that into the surface out, and the roughness into the emission, for example, and you can see the emission. We want to remap this because white means yes, black means no. We want to have a code, and code yes means 1. So if we remap that one and just, flip it around a little bit like that. Wait, I want to have this is black going in. Now I will make a mistake. We can clamp it, but I want to clamp it the other way. What you're seeing right now, you can see that's our clipping range. Just go in here, camera, and put the near clipping range to 0.01. By the way, I just pressed D. Yeah, kind of like that. I want to use that one in the code and preview. Oh, oopsie. Preview that one again. When I use that one in the code, you see what the code is doing over here. Yeah. And I in the code will say, yeah, that's okay. Still looks fine. Oh yeah. I mean, can you even see that? It's going so quickly anyways. Yeah, you have to disable motion blur. I am pretty sure that in 20.5 you did not have motion blur like that. I thought you only had it through the camera. Because how does it know the shutter speed open, close situation? How does it know that? Oh, or I could have just, went to the start. That would also work. Yeah. Oh, oopsie. Hello. Oh man, what is going on? I cannot pivot around my... Please. Now it works. What was that about? Yeah. I will bring back in our floor so we don't have that much bottom lighting. And I like what this looks like. Yeah, don't wonder about this one. Don't wonder. Just restart. Restart render. Don't worry too much about that. I know another trick to make it look better. This is a really great trick that I yeah. Yeah, I like that. I like that. Wait. Before I show you the trick, I want to break up the height a little bit. I want to break up the height in here by a texture. You know, I don't want this to be one anywhere, so I will just use a fractal noise. Look at the fractal noise, you know, like this. And if we take this and we would say, and you have to think about like this, we want to affect the white part. We don't want to affect the black part. You know, this is 0, this is 1. It cannot go below 0, as far as I understand at least. Yeah. So we just want to subtract the value here. So let's do a texture where the white parts, you know, will subtract that. So let's do it right now. Just say that one, subtract this from it. Oops, not in the mask, but in the foreground. Now you can see that. Yeah, but I want to, can I clamp it in here? I don't think so, right? So I want to remap that. I want to say, let's clamp that. So only like the higher values come through, you know? Let's clamp it a bit. And in here, change the element size. You see how it breaks up everything? Yeah, let's look at it. And again, we might need to restart render, but that's fine. Yeah, we do. Again, just so it loads in the new maps that we created. Now what? Ah, it can go below 0. This is apparently what I'm seeing right now. No, wait, it isn't. What am I seeing right now? See, there are many things that I'm learning right now. Many things. Because this confuses me. This confuses me. Wait. Skip that one. Look at it. See if that was the issue. Restart the render. Huh. I mean, there should be an easy fix for it. That's not the issue. It was the issue. What did I do with that? I'm so confused about this. There is a solution. Like, obviously, we are going into the negative blacks because this is black. If we subtract anything, it cannot get brighter. So we must go, we must be going to the negative blacks, I guess. So if you remap that one, just shouldn't it be like really, oops, like 100% black now? Or am I mistaken? Oh, I did not plug it in, right? Or did I? Did I plug it in or did I not plug it in? That's a good question. Yeah, now it should be working, right? No. I'm so confused. What this is? It doesn't make any sense to me, so I will just drop that. And now it's okay to... No, it works! Sometimes I don't understand anything. You know, restart it twice and all of a sudden it works. Yeah, that element size is too small for me. I changed my mind. Make it bigger. And here make it less drastic. Like this. And now what do we have to do? Restart the render thrice? Or maybe there's just something that I don't understand. This is probably the case. Probably. Yeah, now it works. Now it works. You know what? I'm really happy with that. I'm really happy with that. I think I will, for now, leave it at that. I will show you one more trick that's up my sleeve. And that trick is called dicing. Dicing is something that I don't understand. It's like one of those magical things that I do not understand about 3D DCCs. Yeah. Dicing is, as far as I understand it, render time level extra subdivision or something like that. So I will show you really quick what dicing can do. By default, I guess it's, oops, not shading, I meant dicing. It's set to 0.5. You know, let's just look at this. This is like, no, let's give it a second. That's like 0.5. If I set dicing down to 0.1, you can see how it already all of a sudden looks really, really weird and washed out. This is because I tell it. I don't know if this is because I need to restart the render. No, it's not. This is because right now, for every single frame that it renders, no, for every 10 frames that it renders, it subdivides the mesh once. That's the faceting you can see here. If it's set to 0.5, that's our default. And if we just set it to 1, we can make it look sharper. I guess we can do that. I don't know if you can see, but I can clearly see that this is looking sharper right now. I can clearly see it. One more thing, I don't want the height to go up this abrupt. I want to change that. And then, oh no, don't load anything. Please don't load anything right now. And yeah, I don't want to do it that abrupt. No. No, I want to go in here, of course. I don't want it to go up that abrupt. Let's make it go up like this. Maybe. Yeah. Did it not restart, or did it? And I can just not see the difference. You know, this might not be correct. That like the color is bleeding onto the woody part, but I like it. Yeah. But the thing is, when we are done with that right now, I will keep it at this. At that. I will show you. I like this. Yeah. I will show you after the rendering what I've changed. Yeah. I will show it to you. Then I will make a list of things that I did. Now, don't be discouraged right now. OBS has left me. I had roughly an hour of tinkering around where I just, a little bit more of this here, a little bit less of this here, until I landed on this one, and that is what I rendered out. OBS did not record that, or like I did not hit record. I bet that was the issue, but it's not important. We did the most, like we did all of the important work already together. The only thing I think was that original we were I accidentally plugged in the roughness into the height, into the displacement, and this is why we lowered that. I changed that so we get the actual height and put this into the displacement. But other than that, I did not change much. For the final rendering, I dropped down that one to like 99.5%. This was way too much. I also made them bigger with that expression. Don't do that. 75 and don't make them bigger is more than enough. I also took the hammer and just, you saw it in the beginning, like in the very early shot where the hammer was standing still. I did this in here. But the thing is, you can get this entire project file in the description down below. Just keep in mind my account isn't verified yet, so you cannot just click the link. You have to, and then Control C, and up here where you put in your URLs, you have to paste it, so you get the download link. You can get it. You can look through all the materials. I did not change many things. I was just playing around for another hour. Yeah, but you know, we were already there 99.5%, and for the rest, you can look through here. But I would advise you not to. Just do it yourself. Just try around. Even if it takes a few hours, you have to try around. You know, this is like how you learn something. Try it. And if it doesn't work, try more. Yeah, so just try more. And if it really doesn't work, just get this and look through it. You know, and then it should be working. And because I said it in the beginning, we will be doing the thumbnail together. Here is my Copernicus thing. I will render this out real quick and then overlay the text, and then I will say goodbye. So the rendering is done. I just set the render light geometry to no, and in the Copernicus I just overlaid some text. You can see here my render, and here the text. Oh, I'm pressing T. That was my mistake. Here's the text, and we are done. Yeah, I mean, this was a little bit longer than I expected, not gonna lie, but I mean, I could have made it faster. I could have, of course, I could have cut time by a lot by just pre-doing the tutorial once, and then when I'm finished, you know, having values on a second screen and then copying all those values. But I think it's an important part in learning to see, oh, the other people are also struggling. Because as much as and I truly love every single person out there who creates content for us to learn. Yeah. As much as I love them, I remember there was like this time where I gave up learning Houdini thinking, oh, they know all the things, I don't. They know which values to put in, I don't. And it took me a long time to realize, well, most of them have already done this project once and are redoing it now. And there's no shame in it. Of course not. It's just that I didn't realize that. You know what I mean? So I thought, oh, I'm so much worse because I wouldn't have known which number to put in. So I think it's an important step while learning to see that other people are also struggling. And you just watched me struggling for nearly 4 hours. So I think that's great. I think that's great. And I really much like the end results that we have. And it makes me so proud to look at this. And this is, again, as I said in the last tutorial, this is exactly what we were trying to do. We don't want to get a job with it. We want to look at something and be proud of it. And I'm proud of that. So thank you so much for listening to me for like what, the past 4 hours? I don't know, roughly 4 hours. And next time will be something quicker. I'm thinking about something vellum-y, with vellum. You know, like a nice shot, maybe like a parking lot. Nice god rays coming in, a vellum, a veil flowing into the air, but we will get to it when the time comes. So thank you so much for listening to me and following. Again, project file is in the description down below. And see you next time. And until then, have a good night.